Memecoin millionaires do not trade with your standard crypto wallet. No, the biggest memecoin traders on the planet get their edge from using a memecoin focused trading platform. That's because trading meme coins is completely different from trading any other asset. In this video, I'm going to dive deep into Axiom, the most advanced meme coin trading platform on the market. Most traders have actually used Axiom for months, but they still don't know some of the craziest features they've recently added. I'm not only going to show you every single Axiom feature you need to know about, but if you stick until the end of this video, I'm gonna show you one feature in particular that could signal to you the next 100x meme coin runner. And all you have to do is sit back and let it work for you. My name is Vic. I've been in the crypto trenches since 2020. I've worked with brands like Kraken, Exodus, and over 100 more. I also created one of the biggest Axiom beginner tutorials on YouTube and onboarded thousands of people onto the platform already. If you're brand new to Axiom and you're jumping into this video, I highly recommend going and watching the beginner guide first. But make sure you come right back to this video because it's crucial. With that being said, Axiom is actually invite only. You need an access code to make an account, and I got you covered. Make sure to use my referral link below or the code CryptoVic to sign up and get instant access. So this is Axiom's chart page. It's the most important page, I think, on the entire platform because this is where you see the chart of the token and where you're gonna see all the details about the token that's gonna help you make a decision whether you buy it or not. Now, the first thing that you need to know right away is to use the instant trade panel. When I click this button right under the chart, I get my instant trade panel, which allows me to buy or sell custom amounts with custom fees with one click. This is basic stuff. And right now I have this chart open for Valentine Grok Companion, huge token based off an Elon tweet. And I'm just gonna buy it quick and I'm just gonna sell it quick, just so we have something to work off of on the chart. Now, when I zoom in here, Axiom actually shows us the buy and sell positions of my trade, our average cost basis and our average exit basis. Now, the first thing that I want to show you is actually fine tuning where these lines land. Because when you use a platform like Axiom or Photon or Nova or BullX or whatever, they take fees. This is very standard across the entire industry. And a lot of the times when you make a trade, these lines aren't realistic because they don't take the fees into consideration. But with Axiom, we can actually change that. So we'll go up to the top here on this last button to the left, chart settings, open that up, and we're gonna toggle this button on, account for fees in average lines. And now when I do that, now you can see how much I really lost is way more because I actually got charged fees. Before it was just based off of my price entry and exit, but now it's much more realistic. It's actually showing me the money that I put in for the fees and the money I took out after the fees. So you gotta do that. You gotta know where your entry and exit points are. Now, if I right click on this chart and I go to reset chart view, boom, we're gonna be able to reset our chart and have a grand view of everything all at once again. And the next thing that I wanna show you is more so about the token. And we kind of see this as an indicator if the developer is going to be in favor of rugging the project or not. And that's this global fees paid up at the top. Because on major launchpads now, like Pump Fund, Bonk, and Radium's Launch Lab, the developer actually gets a cut of the fees that are generated from the project. And you can see here, this project has generated 2.4 thousand Solana in fees. I think the developer gets about half. So that's like 1.2K Solana in fees. Like that's like a ton of money. There's no reason this developer needs to nuke this project or rug this project. They've made a bag just off of fees. So this is an indicator that we kind of want to pay attention to. Another insight about the developer that really matters is how much they funded the project with. So you can see here, we have a dev holding percentage. This is going to tell us how much of the supply the developer holds. But something new that Axiom recently added is just a little bit lower. So if I scroll down here, we have the contract address here and we have the developer's wallet address here, and we can actually see right here how much the developer funded the project with, how much they bought at the very beginning. Now, this is not super relevant in the age of bundling, but this can be helpful in certain situations. So it's good to know that you can see how much the developer funded the project with. Now, there's one other mention that I want to make within your instant trade panel that really comes in handy. So typically when we make a buy and we make a sell, we're just buying it for 1 sol and then we're selling it for like 25% clips, or we just sell 100% clip at one time. But there's actually this hidden button that comes in super clutch when something's running and you just want to get your initials out. So if a project's running and you put 1 sol into it, and now that 1 sol is worth 2 or 3 sol, and you want to be risk-free into the project, you can click on this button right here that says sell initials. And that will sell your initial 1 sol investment only and leave the rest in to ride. This button is way too small for how crucial it is. So get used to using the sell initials button, because if you're in a runner, it helps you make a quick decision. You don't have to do that math like, oh, am I 2x yet to take 50% out? Bro, just click sell initials. You're good every time. If we scroll down to the bottom of Axiom, they've actually added something super interesting that I want to dive deeper into. So we're going to go over to the holders tab, and we have this box on the right-hand side. It has 3 columns right here. We have Insight X. We have bubble maps, which shows any relationships between wallets and the token. Different wallet clusters or bundles, we call them. Pretty standard stuff. But one crazy thing that they added is called Cabal Spy. Now, Cabal Spy has its own database of calls and cabal people, I guess is what they call them. And it's gonna show you how much money they either won or lost. And these can be completely different from the whale wallets and the insider wallets that you already track on Axiom, giving you a broader view of the activity on this token from prominent wallets that have some influence. And if I hover over this one, for example, and click on it, I can see that Frosty J's bought 3.5 sol, sold 10 sol on 10 sells, has a 6.8 sol P&L, and I don't even think this guy's on my wallet list. So I can copy his wallet, I can go over to trackers, and I can add him to my wallet list if I want. And I can actually find a ton of insider wallets using this Cabal Spy tool built right into Axiom. And to add on to that, right above it, if I go under the holders tab, I can hit only tracked. And when I do this, it's only going to show the purchases of wallets that I actually track. And then I can go in and see their P&Ls. So from this view of holders, only tracked, and Cabal Spy, I can see exactly which insiders, which whales, which influencers bought this token, and from that vantage point, decide if I want to buy it as well. But if I'm trying to find brand new wallets from the pool of traders, I will turn off only tracked. I will go over to top traders, and then it's going to show me everyone with the biggest P&L, who made the most money. This is standard wallet hunting stuff. But they've added a very interesting feature recently that helps us get more insight on specific wallets. So this guy here made $264,000. I'm going to click on him. His P&L card is going to pop up, and what I'm going to do is in this P&L, I'm going to hit this little P&L calendar view. And when I open that, I can actually go through their daily performance on Axiom and see their entire P&L calendar to know how consistent or inconsistent they are. And if you go into your own portfolio on Axiom, you can obviously see the same thing for your wallet too. Now, one thing about Axiom is that it's the all-in-one tool. You can literally see everything you want all in one place, but right now, I don't have that set up. So let's easily get this thing set up. So I'm gonna direct our attention down to the bottom of Axiom because it's actually full of value. First off, we have our wallet tracker toggle. If I click that, we're gonna open up our wallet tracker on either side of Axiom. If I don't like it there, I can just grab it and bring it wherever I want, but I definitely want it on each side. If I put it off to this side, it'll just snap, boom, looks perfect. I can also do the same thing with Twitter tracker. I'll click that, and now we have Twitter open, and we can see everything running through based off of who we track on Twitter. And then we have Pulse Tracker, which is actually very new. I'm gonna click Pulse Tracker, and that's gonna open up the actual Pulse page, but individual columns. And we can now have everything we need to see on the same page of Axiom. It might seem very crowded because I'm jammed into a 1080p screen to show you this, but if you have like an ultra wide monitor or even a wider monitor, I have open Twitter, Pulse, the chart that I'm watching a coin on, and my wallet tracker all at the same time, all in one view. I literally don't have to leave this page to trench. I don't have to use any other tool to trench if I have this view open. Another incredible set of metrics that Axiom has built in the bottom here is what they call their lighthouse. If I hover over this icon right here, I can see all of the volume happening on the top launch pads. I can also see how many tokens were created, how many tokens migrated, how much was bought, how much was sold, how many traders there were, how many trades were taken. Holy, like so much data available to us right here on Lighthouse. I also have the price of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, and the market cap bond level. So how much a token needs to hit in order to actually migrate and bond. Right now it's 71.9K. We are running through Axiom right now. Guys, if you have gotten any value so far in this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Again, at the end of this video, I'm going to be showing you one tool built into Axiom that is dedicated for hunting new runners. If you haven't yet, make sure you join my Telegram. It's a massive community. We have a group chat of over 10,000 people who are constantly trading with each other. They're in the trenches all day, every day. It's crazy. We also have a super tight culture, an amazing group of mods. I do giveaways, I post memes, all that good stuff. So join our Telegram completely for free in the description below. Now that we got that out of the way, let's get back into Axiom. So this right here is obviously the pulse page. This is where the trenches live. We have the new pairs, final stretch, and the migrated tokens. This right here is like the optimal trenches view. Again, Twitter, wallets, trench. And sometimes it just gets super crazy. Like there's so much going on because my filters are not very tight and I can change that. So I'll open up this button here, filters. And the first thing that I can do is set up which dexes that I want to trench in. Right now, I only have Pump Fund and Bonk set in the new pairs, but I can remove Pump Fund and go strictly Bonk if I wanted to. Under the metrics tab, I'll scroll down and I'll set the market cap to whatever 10% of the bonding curve is. So right now it's 72K. So I'll make it 7,200. And that's just gonna chill out our new pairs a little bit and isolate it only for runners. People ask me all the time, what are your new pairs filters? That's literally it. The best way to put it is I'm the filter, bro. Like I'm the filter. I just want to see what is running and I can make a judgment based off of who bought it, what the news is about, what the dev did, how bundled it is, all that good stuff. And now once we have this view just a little bit cleaned up, a little more tame, something they've added on the Pulse page, which is super clutch, is bubble maps preview. So if I hover over the insider tab right here, it'll generate bubble maps for me as a preview. So I don't even have to go into the token to actually see it. And here you can see the bubble maps looks pretty clean. This token is running. So let's check out the bubble maps here. Definitely some bundles in this token you want to watch out for, but we didn't even have to leave the Pulse page in order to see that. We can also just preview socials as well. We don't have to go to the social media page anymore. We can hover over here and see X communities. We can see X posts just like this. And Axiom actually supports like all of the main social medias. We have Truth Social, X, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Pinterest, Twitch, LinkedIn, and Twitter communities all built into that preview module. So you don't have to leave Axiom to go and do research. It's super clutch. Now, one thing that has happened to me using Axiom is sometimes I get knocked offline and it says connection unstable. And I think that they've really resolved this after seeing some users get knocked offline. If that ever happens to you where it says connection is unstable, just go down to the bottom and change which server you're connected to. I've always been connected to like a US server, but right now I'm connected to a global server. And it literally says right here, only use this if local servers are bad. So I'm gonna switch back up to US East because that's the closest server to where I live. Just go here, make sure you're connected to the closest server you live for the best connection. And if it's giving you issues, switch to global, but that's how you solve an unstable connection issue. So next we're gonna go up to portfolio. And I just made a brand new wallet here just to show you how easy it is. Literally you click create wallet and that's it. It just created a wallet for me. I can export the private keys if I want to. But the reason I would create a wallet and create multiple wallets is because I can actually trade multi-wallet on Axiom, meaning with one purchase, I can split it up to 25 different wallets. And we can actually distribute funds to all of our wallets super easily right in the portfolio page. We would just take the wallet with our Solana in it, bring it over to the source wallets, and then take the other wallets we want to distribute to and drag it into our destination wallets. Now I'll click the start distribution button. And from here, I can set the amount of SOL I want to transfer over, and it's going to evenly distribute this SOL into those wallets. And this is actually really easy to do right in our instant trade panel. If I open it up and I click active wallets right here, I select both of the wallets that I want to trade with. And then now when I make a buy, it'll pull the funds and distribute them out of those wallets evenly, which I don't really endorse. I do feel like multi-wallet buying is kind of scummy, but some people want to know how to do it, so that's how you do it. We're almost at the end of the line here. I'm going to show you in just a minute the tool that Axiom recently dropped, which I genuinely feel as it evolves and as it gets better is going to change the way people trench forever. But first, I gotta fill you in on something. If you have friends who want to get into trading, or maybe they're not trading in a way that's efficient, you should be referring them to Axiom. Now, when I started using Axiom, I never thought that this would become part of my business. But after my other video did extremely well on YouTube and I've referred 5,600 people to Axiom, I realized how much money you make doing this. And it's such an amazing thing to unlock for yourself when you have referral income coming from a tool like Axiom. So definitely create a referral link, share that referral link with friends who use Phantom or Photon or whatever, and show them the power of Axiom. You can even send them my tutorials, but you will earn money from bringing people over to this platform, which is literally a win-win. It's superior. So that's just another way you can make money in the trenches, not even just by trenching yourself. So one thing that I love that Axiom added was the Pump Live tab. So on the Discover page here, if I go to Pump Live, I'm going to see all of the live streams that are happening on Pump Fund with tokens associated to them. And this is pretty fun if you're kind of bored and you're not really in a trenching mood, but maybe you want to watch someone go live and you want to trade at the same time, or someone's doing some cool challenge on live. You can basically go and find a live stream here and they're all listed out. But here's where things get super interesting, and this is the juicy plug. Axiom recently released this new feature, and the feature is an algorithmic scan of the trenches. It looks for whatever parameters that the Axiom team finds to be valuable in a daily runner, and it cuts through all the noise to find running tokens. Now, in its current form, it's good, but I think it has some ways to go. If they keep iterating it, which I really feel like the Axiom team is going to do because they're going to see how valuable this thing is, then trenching will change forever. So from the Discover page, go over to the Surge tab. We're going to have two columns here. One of them are early tokens that are moving fast. The other column is surging tokens that are actually running. And you can see all these tokens are going absolutely crazy right now. And it's only showing me runners. That's it. If I want to customize this column and show me even earlier tokens, I can slide this dial down. You can see 8K, 9K, they start to come out here. And this is just very, very new pairs, way, way higher risk being in this region. But if I max it out and I look on this column, the surging column, I'll go to Moon Chew, and you can see it was right. Like this little run up right here was crazy, but this token looks super manipulated. I've actually already been using this Surge page and I've made some good trades using it so far. And I think the future of this tool right here is going to be huge. So pay attention to any updates that the Axiom team does on the Surge tool. If you got any value from today's video, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you're joining my Telegram because it's completely free and it's literally only going to give you value and a free, amazing community to join. And also, if you're joining Axiom, make sure you use my link. As I showed you, it's going to support me and what I do here on YouTube and TikTok and everywhere else for free. All of this is for free for you. And if you're like, Vic, I already have an Axiom account, but I really want to support you, then literally go and make a new Axiom account, bro. Like, no one's stopping you. I appreciate you guys so much for watching. Make sure you stay safe in the trenches.